All right. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy TJ, and welcome to a fresh episode of TJ's 100% Real Talk. What's good, everybody? What's good? We are just now starting this episode right now. It's going to give time for some people to log in, to get in, to catch the invitation. But this is another episode. We getting in it today. Man, today has been a pretty relaxed day for me and everything. So we're gonna get into it real quick. I'm gonna give my wife time to set up her little ordeal real quick, and then once she do that, then we're gonna get into it.
Go on. I multitask for a living.
I know. I mean, I understand that, but hey, what's going on, Yanita? What's going on? Good. What's good? How was your day? Was your day nice? Was it wonderful? Was it great? Was it magnificent?
Listen, you're still here, so it was washed. Okay.
Chilling. That's what I'm talking about. Yanita, hey, did you see that Street Fighter 6? You see that? Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks like a pretty cool game. And, I think I might get it later on down the line. Had a who?
STEM.
Oh, STEM course. Okay.
Oh man, what I
mean, man? No. I'm waiting. So that way we can go ahead and introduce people with the song.
Go ahead. What I tell you, man? I multitask for a living. Bruh. See hard-headedness. Hard-headed. Don't listen.
Oh, he learned how to make video games. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, that's good. I hope he keep up with it. That way he can, always do something that, he love to do and everything. It's the sound on.
Yeah, she answering you, the sound on.
Yeah, it is. I saw it, man. I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to get that bad boy. That game is off the chain. I'm gonna have to get it. But if y'all ready, we ready to get in this thing. So we're gonna hit it with this. We're gonna end it with the intro. We're gonna do better with the intro. We're gonna give people some time to come in. We're gonna do better with the intro, y'all.
Because what he could do is just go on and put, a little beat or something.
It takes time.
Just when you hit the live button, just put a little beat or something there. You know what I'm saying? If I still gotta do the acapella, I gotta do the acapella.
I'm saying it takes time to make a beat. So you gotta have time on your hands to orchestrate all this. A lot. Anyways, yeah, I do. I have it hooked up still to my laptop. I haven't changed nothing, so I still have it hooked up. But I just gotta learn the sounds and everything from it. Anyways, so we gonna get to it. Really?
Coming at you live with another fresh episode. Yeah, y'all know how it go. We apply the word of God to this thing we call life and leave you encouraged through the power of his might. So if you're married or single or just ready to mingle, turn your speaker up because it's time to chop it up with TJ's 100% real talk. TJ's 100% real talk. Check it. Coming at you live with another fresh episode. Yeah. Y'all know how it go. We apply the word of God to this thing we call life and leave you encouraged through the power of his might. So if you're married or single or just ready to mingle, turn your speaker up because it's time to chop it up with TJ's 100% real talk.
Woo!
Da, 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 da.
Let's go. So
Yeah.
we in here. It's Friday. It is June the 9th. And welcome to another fresh episode of TJ's 100% Real Talk. You already know it's going down. We only got one more weekend left. Well, two actually, counting this one and the next one. But we have 1 week left before Father's Day. So you already know that's going to go hard, and I believe I'm trying to make that episode for next week about the fathers, the fathers.
Yeah, but next week?
Yeah, because after
that ain't that week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
16.
Oh,
yeah. Today the 9th.
Right.
Tell me something. Jesus.
So that's why you look at your calendars. So
you know what?
Yeah, so the 16th will be next Friday. Will be that time, man. I'll put that. I wanted to, well, today, since it was like a weekend before, I want to try to really you just got but I did want to try to do the kids to say, hey, how you feel about your father, your dad.
Come on, like you sure right. The way this year is moving,
man. Yeah, it's going by super fast. This year's going by really fast. Christmas will be here before you know it. This matter of fact, half the year is already almost over because this is month 6. You only got 6 months left. So yeah, man, time be flying, dude. That's why I say you gotta get it done, get it done. Get it popping, get it cracking, get it cracking. So we here and we live. But yeah, so this week, this week, man, I just want to get out there. I know last week we kind of did a question and answer, but I know everybody wasn't on last week. To my wife,
I still ain't advertised it this week, but that's okay though.
I did not.
So you trying to do another question?
Well, because I was in between. Okay. So I was in between the episode or doing episode for either encouraging people to encourage them.
Come on, we do that all the time
through tough times, and encouraging people to, if God give you a business, start it. If God give you something, to start it or to do it. And either encourage the people of God with that, or I was gonna, discuss or talk about because I know we got into family a lot and everything, but I did want to go around. I wanted to tackle it more around men since we are coming up on Father's Day.
You need to have a guest.
I know.
You need a guest.
And I need to try to see if I can do a split screen on YouTube. I gotta see how that works.
You can. I'll show you that later.
Well, I think they have to have their own YouTube account though, right?
Yeah, I'm sure, because you can't even comment if you don't start the account.
Yeah, so you have to,
because you can have it. You just gotta you can have a channel, but it just ain't. I mean, you gotta say that you want it as a channel instead of just you logging into YouTube. Then you'll be able to. Whoever will be able to.
So since we are celebrating that, since we do celebrate that this one and whatnot, I wanted to encourage our brothers, our men out there that's out there, encourage our men. Hello, Auntie. I want to encourage our brothers. I want to make this an episode about our men, not just about the fathers, but even though the single men that are out there and everything.
I thought this was another Q&A.
Well, it can be, but a Q&A in that, but in around young men like Yanita's life journey, have her son. I have, our sons or either somebody in your life, because in today's time, man, I believe it's important for a young man to have a good self-esteem about himself, and to look forward to doing great things, not only things that they enjoy doing, But to say like um, for Joshua, what I
We
did
need to
was
have a young man on here so
to,
you can hear from them. You could pick their brain and or someone younger than you. They necessarily got to be a teenager, but that way you can hear from the mouth of those that are in that category.
but I've been a young man myself too.
But yeah, that was like 50 years ago.
Really?
Like,
No,
yeah.
I hear what you're
I'm
saying
just
about I hear what you're saying about the that, but when I'm not talking about like now if I was to put it and say, oh hey, this episode is about what young men are going through today. No, that's not what this is about. I'm just saying to basically kind of make sure that we encourage our young men and also me and my age. We have what I'm saying? Like I even have some friends that are in positions today that they want to get out of. And sometimes it's like, man, it's because, life is hard today. Like back then with me and my wife, when we first got our house and got when we first got our house, it was cheaper back then to get a house. In today's time, it's ridiculous, you know. And one of my coworkers, one of my friends or whatnot, they're going through that process right now. But it's different for them because they don't get the same deal that we got. And sometimes, man, I know some people be like, man, don't do that, man, just stay in the apartment. But it's like, no, man, God will make a way to encourage to say, hey, man, God will make a way. God will get you through. And I know with him, he's studying to be uh something in C++ or something like that to be as far as in computer and programming and everything like that, which is good, you know. And it's like sometimes, man, you do get stuck in a place. You do get, it don't matter how old you are. Sometimes you do get stuck in a place, and sometimes when you try something, things don't take off, or things don't do this, or things don't go right. But the thing is that you have to keep pressing and then making sure that God is in the midst of what you're pressing towards, and making sure it's in His will of what you're doing. And like I say, it's a lot of things in today because it's like back then when we were growing up. I know today now a lot of young men have more opportunities. They have more opportunities in today's time than we did back then. Because back then, man, you only had a certain amount of opportunities. You back then you only had either you're gonna be a doctor, or either you're gonna be a police officer, you're gonna be a lawyer, or either you're gonna be. But now you have so many different variety of things. I think I was just telling somebody that the other day at work is that, man, you have to be open to what your kids want to do. And if now you do have to listen to your kids and say, hey man, what are you trying to work for? What are you trying to do? And whatever, if they tell you, like Joshua, he told me he want to do basketball. Well, I'm trying to get him to make sure that he understand that it ain't just about, you know, being flashy or just shooting the ball, or you got to learn how to dribble it right. You have to know what's a travel, what's a foul. You know what a play is. You have to know all the ins and outs. If you saying, he said, and Joshua said, he told me, I want to go to the NBA. Well, okay, if you want to do that, then you got to show daddy, you got to put in the work, you know, um, and everything. And for right now, that's what Joshua said that he just wants to do. But as far as like today, like I said, like today, man, you just have to know what your kids want to do. You have to know what do my child want to do. And and this not for young men, but young women too. Well, I don't have no daughters, so I don't have any daughters. I was blessed with 4 boys. But you have to know what they want to do, because you don't want your child out there to just say, because the world has stuff for them what they want to do, but everything is not. How can I put this? Oh Lord, when you get caught up in the world, you sometimes get caught up in things that you're not supposed to be in, or that you're not supposed to be doing. So then it kind of mess you up and stuff. So it's like, hey, but I want to get to some of these comments real quick before I continue. It says Marcel is struggling with anger, and I know how to overcome it, but also communicating how he feels. He constantly mentions his dad not being here. Um, that's a tough one. Uh, you have anything you want to add, say to that?
You did, but and the reason why I said no is because yes, I could speak on it, yes, but that's more your area
Mm.
because one, a teenager, and besides that,
You got a
you,
teenager.
I, but no, my point is the fact of he's saying that his dad is not there.
Right.
I'm not in that position,
Okay.
so that's why I said that's more so for you to speak to. That you could direct that more so than I can. You can relate to it more, I should say. Yes, I could say something, but you're more relatable to that
Mm.
than I am.
Yeah, I mean,
Because no matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what age you are, when you lose a parent, it still affects you.
right, it
So
does.
that's what I'm just saying. That's easier for you, or not easier. You're more relatable to speak on that than I am.
Yeah, and I mean to just to respond to that, Carl is right. I don't know why I passed it, but Carl is right because when my dad passed away, you do miss him, and when at my age, of course, I do have an understanding, but at the same time, he's gonna feel that way, and that's why there's some of these emotions and things that he's going through that sometimes going to go out. But to be honest, Nina, you doing a great job as far as having him to focus on what he enjoyed, what he wants to do, and what he enjoyed doing. Um, and so he feels that emptiness because it is an emptiness that's there. But I was listening to Tony Evans today, and it's like what you have to do with that is make sure that you have that focus towards God with those emotions instead of focusing on yourself with the emotions, because those emotions can take you to a place where you don't want to be. And so you have to focus on God, because God will give that comfort back with him. And so it's good that he's focused on the fact that if he want to create video games, Nina, you doing a good job in supporting him in doing that, because it'll help keep his mind moving forward. That question is always going to be there, but at the same time, it's like, he's helping his mom move forward and keeping his mom busy. Your elders should train up the youngsters, not just about being a man, but financially stock marketer and dividends. See, that's what, because I wasn't taught about the stock market. I wasn't taught about investing. And I'm glad my Aunt Barbara said that's true, because that's what I was talking about. Us as young men, if we were taught these things about investing and stock marketing and all this stuff, we were younger, we wouldn't be living the way we are, like from paycheck to paycheck or doing this, because we will already be investing in something. And that's what I want to teach my sons. I want to get into something like that so that I can teach my sons how to invest. So I can teach my sons on how to get into a stock market or something, so I can, do it right. That way you'll have some type of income in some type of source of income coming from uh somewhere else, instead of just coming from the job you're working for. Y'all feel what I'm saying? You want to teach your child what's out there, to say, hey, I can make money this way, and I can make money this way too. And don't just teach them, hey, go out there and get a job now. Go to work. Go get a job. Go get a job. Da, 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 da. No, man, like I want to make sure I'm able, and I have to start learning. And that's what I was going to tell you that too. That's what I want to get into. I want to get into investments, and I want to get into the stock market. Now, from my understanding, the stock market is a little bit tricky, but investing in things it's not bad. When you invest in people, when you invest in things, that helps you grow in life, and that helps their business grow, and it also helps you grow. You know, um, so that's really a great idea uh, about that, and I mean, I really believe um, that when you have more avenues or have more outlets for young men to deviate, they'll be able to get out there and maneuver out there in the world. Of course, with God's wisdom, and able to do a lot more than just to say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna work at the warehouse for $15 an hour." And then I'm no, man, it's a lot of stuff out there. When you get into, it's a lot of stuff out there. Um, and so, do you want to add anything to that?
I mean, that's not just um, young men. That's just people. Period. Children. Period. Teenagers, adults, whatever. A lot of us are around our age group and older are ignorant too, and not in a not saying ignorant like you're an ignorant person. No, ignorant as far as lack of education or lack of knowledge of the fact of what is out there, how to get out there, what other things you can get into, because so many people, um, uh, and when we were old, I mean, when we were younger, growing up, that's all you were taught was that you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to work, get a good job, take care of your family,
Right.
and that was it. And the common stuff that you heard for the longest, even while we were in school, and probably till at least up until our early, well, even that, well, even when we were in school, and then probably up until our early 30s, maybe a little younger, that's all you still heard was those main jobs that people uh say that you should try to get to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a police officer, or a firefighter. Those are your main jobs that you hear about.
Right.
And that's what they even say in school when you have career day. That's usually who comes to the school to talk. So it's just the fact of the ignorance of the lack of knowledge of what all is out there that you
Out there.
can do to make money. And but that's just people. That's the generations period. Yes, there is more stuff now as the world evolves, as the more and more time we have on this earth, that things are coming out, things are involving technology and all of this stuff, that there is other stuff to get into, and it's been stuff to get into. It's just things that you just don't think about,
Mhm.
and stuff that you don't think about doing, and stuff that you probably never even heard of or don't know how to find. So yeah, a lot of people that should get into that, to the mindset of having multiple streams of income.
Mm. That's about right. I mean, you state that, and you get that out there and stuff, and it helps, and it helps give them a more variety on what they would want to do. Um, and then I believe Yanita has said something after that. We got to catch up on these comments. So I understand today people avoid difficult men that are struggling. Even with my late husband, they need another male guidance. Yes, and I believe every male do need a male guidance, which is true. Um, it says about that's true. Then about being accountable. Okay, and then going down. He is a program counselor. So okay, so yeah, or a nurse. They didn't teach us how to make the money. Yeah, I'm trying to read it out. Okay. So yeah, so with that, there's a lot of opportunities out there. And like I said, it is, and it is a different world today. Uh but the variety of things is just, hey man, that's why, because my boys are small. Jeremiah said he wanted to be a firefighter. Ezekiel, I think I think the Joshua said he wanted to be a cop or something. And I'm
He's saying
like,
that now.
yeah, you saying now. I'm like, dude, y'all don't know. It's more stuff out there. And now Joshua is saying he want to be an NBA player. But I'm like, dude, y'all have to learn what's out there. But, hopefully, the schools can open some more doors. But not trying to be funny, but daddy trying to learn, and just like my Robert said earlier, also buying property. That's also a good thing to get into. It's a lot of work, but it's a good thing to get into. When you buy property, you have this over there stuff, how you make your money. So yes, um, but then too, it's like, okay, what do you want to invest in? What do you want to do? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And it's like, man, because I look at my age, I'm like, man, I'm 38, and I'm 38, and it's like, bro, like, you know, I know I want to be a minister. I know I want to preach the gospel. I know that, but what do I want to do to bring finances to my home? Because I'm not one of those pastors. I don't want to be one of those pastors to be like, well, what I'm saying, I want to get paid to be a pastor. The only thing I'm thinking about is money, 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 money. No, 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 no. I want to make sure that I'm working on the outside, making sure I have a job or have my own business running or something going on. That way I can just, go to the house of the Lord and preach for the Lord, and give it to the people. Hey, preach, 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 and the money can be stored up in the storehouse and then go back to the community. And so, you know, the thing is, man, is that we have to learn. It's especially in our Black communities, we have to start giving each other more room and more space to operate with each other and stop being crabs in a barrel. We got to stop saying, well, shoot, I'm learning this way. I'm not going to share it with you because if I share it with you, you might outbeat me. So why not work together? I never understood that. I think I did a sermon about that a while back. It was a long time when we was at Oliver Chapel. You got to work together. If you don't work together, you're hindering growth. If you don't know how to work with somebody or say, hey, man, you know what? I'm going to work with this or work with that, dude, you're hindering growth. And, when people, like what God is dealing, I'll tell y'all the truth, man. What God is dealing with me about, because I've been asking God, I'm getting older. And my wife was feeling this not too long ago. But, it's like, God, I'm getting older. I'm ready to step into what I'm really supposed to be doing. Yeah, am I thankful that I have the security job right now? Absolutely. But I know that's not the end. I know that's not it, you know, and I'm ready to endeavor. I'm ready to get out and do more things so I can have more availability, more things so my family can go more places, do more. And so that conversation came up. I get, what, thank you, Lord. I thank God I was being obedient. This conversation came up at work again with one of my other coworkers. They was like, man, I don't want to be in security forever. I said, man, I don't. Well, he said, man, he was just talking. He was like, man, I'm trying to, get into something else, and I know God is telling me to stay still and to stay put because of my health. And so it's like, man, now I am growing spiritually. I'm not gonna lie about that. I am growing spiritually. I'm, reading the word more and getting into things, listening to my bishop as he's teaching and everything, and listening to Tony Evans. I'm getting all the knowledge. And I know one day God is gonna say, here, okay, now you need to do it. But at the end of the day, it's like, there are some other things that I want to learn. I want to learn investing. I want to learn these things. I want to learn where somebody is being successful in these areas so I can say, hey, let me go ahead and apply this to myself. One gentleman that I used to talk that used to be at our church, his name was Isaac. Uh, and he had his own business on Facebook. I wasn't encouraged to start this podcast here I wasn't encouraged to do it until he said something, my wife said something. Because at first I was like, man, you know what? I was I had other plans. I was gonna do it for the church and all this other stuff. Things got turned around. And then my wife was like, dude, if God is giving you to do it, then you need to start. At least start somewhere. Start doing it. And also, he was the one that actually told me, he said, brother, I'm gonna tell you. He said, man, look, what you need to do, you need to invest, and invest in yourself. If you have something that's on your heart, you got to do it, you can go ahead and do it. Don't wait for nobody else. He said, man, you need to go ahead and do it. Invest in yourself because, when you do that, it opens up doors. You can't just sit back and relax and be like, okay, I'm not going to do nothing, you know. And so it's like, man, that hit me. It's like, man, but I have to start somewhere. And even though I got all this going on with my health and everything, but still God gave a platform for me to actually do this. And it's like, dude, you're ready to move forward. You ready? Like, I want to take my kids somewhere. I want to take my wife and my kids on a cruise. I want to take them other places. With what I'm making now, we can't do that. I want to take them over to other places. But it's like, okay, now it's time to take that next level. That's where I'm at right now. I'm at the point to where, I'm ready to get to that next level. I'm ready to be around people that's going to help me get to that next level. I don't want to stay flatline. I'm ready to move up, and and that's the thing. And I'm gonna be serious, man. Unfortunately, in our community, not too many brothers and sisters want to help, dog. Like, they're not looking for you to know what they know because they believe that the knowledge that they know, they want to keep it for themselves so they can stay on their own place. And it's like, dude, no, you help each other to help each other grow. I'm not trying to outgrow you. I'm just trying to learn what you know so I can bring that to my household and help me get to a certain place. But that's why I say, Lord willing, any information that I get or that I learn, I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it because we want everybody to be successful, especially our brothers and sisters. You know, um, but yeah, that's why I brought this episode up, man, because it's you get when you get to a certain age, you gotta be doing something. You gotta do something. And if you don't, then you're gonna find yourself trying to wonder, okay, what's going on, yada yada. And don't get me wrong, no, I got a blessed life. Everybody see it, man. TJ, you blessed, dude. You got 4 kids, you got a house, you got a wife. A lot of the younger people see that, man. You blessed. You super blessed. And I would not deny it. I say, yes, I am blessed. But then I see in my home that, hey, man, I need to be giddy up. I need to get stuff done. Like, it's time for me to get stuff done, man. So the 70-30 split, learn to live off the 70% and save the 30% to be able to invest in your own business. Yep. It says, yep, never too late. I'm great with special education, so I'm gonna get certified. There you go. Yes, bro, never too late. You remember Arcel got into being a building engineer. I was so proud of him, and he was 46. Yep. Surround yourself with eagles. They fly high. Bam! Bam! But no, seriously, man, like you ready to grow. And I say that to everybody, but I'm also saying it to my wife. Like that's where I'm at right now. And I am ready to grow. I know someday, and y'all, it's not easy because, and the reason why I say it's hard because some days, and I don't tell my wife, I don't tell her because she already got enough on her plate. But some days my kidneys hurt. Some days I'm tired. I go to work, and then some days I just feel like laying down, going to sleep. Some nights I have rough nights where I can't sleep. And then, I try to get up like, man, okay, let me start this. And even if I can just sit there, my wife always say, the TV watching you, you ain't watching the TV, you fall asleep. And so, I'm always, But
But even though he claimed he don't tell me, I see it.
yeah,
I
she
see
do
it. See it.
she do see it.
But I mess with him about the TV. Well, one, because he want to act like he at a movie theater at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff, and I be trying to go to sleep.
2, 3 o'clock
I
in the
said I'm gonna have to
morning.
move into the living
I
room.
have the level at 5 in the morning.
I'm gonna have to move into the living room
No,
at nighttime.
no, that's on days where I'm really struggling, and sometimes, man, when the TV is on, I just fall asleep. But I do want to start getting stuff done, man. Like the other day, y'all, I was walking, and man, I did 1.3 miles. I did squats and curls. All my muscles was in pain. And I think last episode I told my auntie, and the ice did work, auntie. So thank you. My
He
auntie,
didn't do it right
man,
away though.
I didn't do it right away. I didn't. And so
I'm trying to tell him.
so the Lord got on me again from my bishop and said you need to put ice on it. And so I was like, yeah, I said that's what my auntie said, do the same thing. So I put ice on it and it got better. But uh yeah, I just, man, and after doing that, I was stalled out. And so, I'm trying, like, with my sons. I was out there in the heat teaching them, playing basketball and stuff. It's not like I'm not trying, but I am. But it's difficult when you're handicapped. And it's like, it's not to say I'm giving up, no, but it's like, it's saying when you don't have something fully functioning, you have to rest more than usual. And I know y'all understand where I'm coming from. And so it's like, man, and I got these other things that's going on. And I'm like, man, but I know I need to work on this music. And yeah, Nina, she totally understand. And it's like, man, you try so hard. And not to mention, it's like you're trying to push so hard, but your body is like, hey man, no, you need to lay down. Slow down. I don't want to slow down. I want to get up and go. I want to get up and go. No. Slow down. But it is truthful that yes, like I do want to get into these things. Even my wife said not too long ago, we need to do a budget book, and we we still budgeting the way we've been budgeting. But
To a degree.
to a degree, because
Now I did do the first month and wrote down everything, but our stuff don't change, so it's kind of like it wasn't no really no point to do
it
it
don't change.
because when you don't, you know, finances not there to where you would like them to be, or at least enough to do a lot of the extra stuff that's in the book. In the budget thing is like, okay, whatever. So as long as I got, with all these bills to do and all this and everybody taken care of, I'm good. I don't need no no nothing spending,
Right.
nothing extra like that. And that's what that one it really teaches you to manage your spending, your extra spending, and we don't do extra spending.
We
So
don't.
not like that.
We don't
Maybe
know.
one day. It used to be every weekend, but we stopped that a long time ago. But maybe one weekend or two out of the month now we might go out to eat. Otherwise, we don't go out to eat.
Nope.
And we stopped. We made some adjustments. We stopped eating. I mean, buying lunch at work. I make sure I cook enough the night before that we could both take uh, leftovers or whatever. So it's adjustments to things, but it's just to get to the point that he said that you not just financially stable, but that you are not just to say financially stable, because technically we are, because we can pay everything. We can pay
Right.
bills, we can pay rent, we can pay car notes, truck note. Oh, hallelujah, that truck note can be gone. Thank you, Jesus.
Praise the Lord.
But but to get to the point financially that you ain't gotta just check your account like that, or to say if somebody hit you up and say, "Hey, can I borrow this?" or whatever, you ain't gotta think twice about it. You can just give it to them without, no hesitation. Or if you just feel like just blessing somebody at random, you can just do that. So that's the stage that the place I want to get to.
And I mean, and just because like I said, Carla had, she didn't tell y'all, but she had her moment when she did the Final Touch Jewels, and I supported that. But with that company, with working for whatever that company name is, but working for them, they're a hassle, in my opinion. It's a hassle. And you got to sell this much, do all this other stuff, get this many people under you and whatever, and all that other crap. But it's like, still, the idea that Carla had is still there. All Carla, man, look, if Carla got her own stuff from Hobby Lobby and made her own bracelets and connected them suckers.
Listen, I hear, but that ain't in my spirit. It's not in my shana now to make my own jewelry. Now I don't mind, making selling jewelry that somebody else done made. I don't mind doing that. No, hint anybody who, I don't mind doing that, but I give you the credit for it. But I'm just saying, that ain't in my spirit to make none. I don't have
I ain't
time
know
to
that.
make none.
I thought you. I
I'm
thought
going
that was.
on.
I thought you wanted your own.
No, I
brand.
could. Yeah, well, no, not like that.
Oh,
Not
okay.
not the way that you. I wouldn't mind if I had the time. Yes, I would, because at times I do have my creative, spurts and moments like when they for the renewal. I all the decorations and stuff y'all saw in the bouquets and whatever. I made
That
all
was
that.
Carla. All that was
I made all
Carla.
that, and the stuff that I bought, the for the tables and all this stuff. So those were, as he said, those are investments for the next stage, the next thing that I'm trying to get into, or that I am going to get into. I'm still, you got to watch your words.
Yeah.
I am going to get into, but it's a team of us. So it's not just me just going forward with it. So it takes more time when you got partners to make sure we are. So we did some investments. So that renewal wasn't just to be doing a renewal. It was meaning and purposes to all of that. The stuff that y'all saw and the stuff that we said and the stuff that I did to lead up to it, it was all investments for other stuff, for other things to come. So don't count out, the final touch jewels. It's that's still there because I got hold to that. That's my name. Well, I'm gonna still do something with it. It's just I got other avenues and things going. So I'm slowly trying to are doing other things to invest in us, but as I said, to be able to do it in a um I guess how some people would say in an expeditious type way, or a little bit faster. You got to have the funds to be able to do that too. So it's a process. But once that get going, man, just look out for you, girl. Got some things in the works though. Got some things in the works.
See, got some
I
things in the
just
works.
can't say that right now. You know how they tell you them telling everybody your business because you got some people that's gonna shut it down. Which
But hopefully, when you do get it started, hopefully you'll be able to help other young women to help get things started, because that, again, like that's what I was saying before. I know at certain times, yeah, it's not good to give your stuff out, but when you do become successful, at least help somebody
because
else.
what I told them,
You know,
what I leave from doing what I do as a career, I am not leaving to go to another agency. And when I leave that place, there where I'm at, I will be in my own business full time, fledged. I am not. I already told we was talking about that the other day at work. And when we leave, we leaving. That ain't nothing. I ain't transferring to no other place. I ain't trying to start over no other way. Well, when it's time to go, it's
it's
time to
time to
go.
go.
And I'll be into my own business. Man. Like y'all tell y'all want to be in security. I don't want to be doing 911 and dispatch all that stuff all my life.
Nope.
But the only good thing is that because I'm got other avenues working with that too. All these classes and certificates and stuff that I gotta have and that I'm getting now. I'm getting put in with stuff that really I ain't really even supposed to be put in right now. If you look at my resume. So I'm getting favor and doors are opening in a different way. So it's slowly, it's just you can't see it. But when y'all see it, it's gonna be like, dang, we're about to blow up. You know. But listen.
But yeah, like I say, man, I got some things that I'm ready to just start doing. But I know that this is the health thing that I just gotta knock this out. And I know God is gonna knock it out of the ballpark. It's gonna be a grand slam. How you have the bases loaded. God's gonna
Bottom of the night.
so I'm I'm just being patient. In the meantime, while I'm being patient, I'm gonna study His Word, do what I got to do, um, and just keep pushing and keep pushing, man, and just do it because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, man, you gotta support. Like I support my boy D Money. You know what I'm saying? I King of Pearl.
Listen, I'm gonna have to talk to him again about being an ambassador for his brand. I mean, you gonna get suck on me, marrying I King of Pearl stuff until you start purchasing it. So we're gonna work that out too.
You gotta get y'all hooked on I King of Pearl, man.
Y'all
Get y'all
follow
hooked.
that brother on
That
Facebook and on Instagram and on TikTok.
get y'all, and same thing with our leader. He said he been wanting to do in a catering company for a long time. We gotta start. She said he did it for your he'll do it. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I have not stopped believing. Yeah, that's one thing I may go through, but I have not stopped believing. Uh, but yeah, y'all support my boy, man. Support our King Apparel. To me, I believe that is a name brand company on the rise. That's a company. It's going to get popular as soon as they get their stuff together. I really believe that company is going to blow up because, for one, Brother Dale has an eye for detail, and he because every Sunday he come to church, matching shoes, going hard. He has style, and so that's the right company for him. I'm telling you, man. And not only that, but the brother can rap. He can rap, he can flow, and he can teach. He can preach. I don't know about the teaching part, but he can preach because he sure be preaching that. He be preaching the what is that?
The faith
The faith
confessions.
confession. He be
Listen, the
preaching that
brother be
sucker.
getting look. He done took ownership of
Yes.
his task and his responsibility. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
He let that
So
thing
it
out.
is. I'm telling you, man. He has some blessings on his life, and I pray that you know his his other brother follow, man. Like, look what God is doing for him, man. And keep us informed so we can make a conscious decision. Keep informed about the Akin Apparel. Yes, he is.
Yes, he's
Yes,
on
he's on
Instagram.
Instagram. He's on Instagram as RDMC, or did he change it to Akin Apparel on Instagram?
I think he got both. Let me just pull it up real quick. Okay, no, it's I King Apparel. If you search it on Instagram,
Show him on the screen.
this
Oh,
is
to
it.
invest in that's it right there, Auntie.
I don't know if y'all can see it. The symbol is the picture is yellow. Um, but it's a I King Apparel.
Yeah,
It's that one. Sorry if y'all can't see that thing, but if you search I King Apparel and what that stands for, which uh
she found it.
okay, which that stands for is I know I need God. Um and the way that he has his emblem, his the symbol for it. I mean, it's like it's catchy. It stands out. I'm trying to see if I can find his. There we go. Like that's the. Oh,
That's
that's a
one of them.
video. Sorry, I didn't know that was a video. Oh, but his symbol it flips. Oh, and I'm trying to get to the this. That's just a picture. Okay, see that's his symbol. So it's unique. It stands out. I mean, it's player, is style, and then this is some of the shirts. Hold on, let me.
That's the one I got. I got that one.
God over all things. Um, hustle and pray. That one, no days all 24/7, 365. But he got all kind of stuff. I know that's a usual typical shirt that a lot of people get, but otherwise his actual custom shirt stuff. Um, that stuff that he does, like the goat, that was his own custom. Oh, this one, that's a video, but that's one of them too. That's one of the shirts. Both of us got these.
Yeah, the just praise, thank you, Jesus, the Jesus one.
Oh, matter of fact, that might be one of the shirts that we got. There you go, that Coca Cola, I mean that Jesus Christ shirt. But yeah, he does a lot. And he's done a lot of things. He even did a it was a while back, and on the last plug.
That I'm not sure, Auntie.
What you say?
Are his prices listed on his site? So what you might have to do,
You have to inbox
you have to
him
inbox him.
or comment on one of his things to see. But typically, his shirts are either like $20 or $25 for the t-shirts.
Yeah,
Unless it all gonna depend on what like my I don't know if y'all remember seeing it, but my Locks is Dope t-shirt. It's a square cube. But because of the type of uh the way my letters are, it's not your typical vinyl. It's they're puffy. They puff out letters, so they kind of stand up, so they're like some 2D letters. So that one cost a little bit more. I think that one was 30. It was either 25 or 30, I can't remember. But so it's gonna depend on what type of design that you want. If you want your typical vinyl design, or if you want something that's shiny, glittery. My Final Touch jewel shirts, he made those. So it just all it's gonna depend on what design you looking for. But but yeah, he's yeah, he's the real deal.
yeah, man. So if you like anything that he put out there, and he also do, I know he's working on hoodies,
He got hoodies.
and I know he's working on hats too. So he's working on both of
He
those.
got
So
hoodies, hats. He made his the one of the which he's supposed to start selling. Or you can actually get it if you just see something that somebody had on or whatever. You to message and say, "Hey, I want this too." Like he had one of the dresses that the ladies like to wear, those real plain casual dresses. I got the pockets. He made one of those. He got those. He just started doing those. So it's a lot of variety of stuff you can get from him. You just gotta ask him, and he'll make it happen.
yeah.
I was trying to see if I could find that dress while you was talking.
Oh, Nini said that's his website. I guess they found it on there.
Yeah, he got his link on the um but
But yeah, so I don't know which one she.
I was trying to get to the picture of the dress that he did for our first lady. Oh, here we go. Like that. So those casual dresses that we like nowadays in summertime that we wear with the tennis shoes and sandals and got pockets. Yeah. Just tell them what color and the size.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you gotta do. Tell them the color and your size and the size. And he'll get you going. But yeah. I saw something on and when you was talking to somebody, of course, you know how people have their ideas and conspiracies and stuff that, and then some of it is ends up being true and things or whatever. Um, but how they were saying that to stop, basically, because you know how technology is evolving, and then all this, they like to do these robots, or put the for certain things, how they're starting to implement robots to do certain things in
Mm-hmm.
businesses and stuff or whatever, or have just a computer system and you do it yourself, checkout type stuff or whatever, those things that they were saying to, which was true, was to teach your child how to do a trade job. If they're gonna have a job, you can put them in trade so they'll know how to work with their hands, so they know how to do things, skills that people are gonna need, regardless of how much technology changes, that they gonna need to learn how to do. And that's why a lot of people say that it's always best to go into your own business. Uh, Instead of working, your typical job. And it's nothing wrong with working your typical job. It's nothing wrong with being in that field if that's your career things. There's nothing wrong with that. But they were saying lately, some of the posts I was seeing was to learn to do other things than just what you do now.
Right.
Basically, because as the world evolves, that those some jobs are going to be replaced by technology.
Yeah,
So that it's always best to be able to do stuff.
that's true. That is true. And just know it's always an open door. It's always an open. Like YouTube didn't exist during my time. When I was growing up, you couldn't make money off YouTube. You couldn't make money off TikTok. Couldn't make money off Facebook. Couldn't do that. But now you can. You can make it a full-time job.
You're right.
So I mean, but
Right.
again, even with that comes sacrifice.
Mhm.
Just like one of the guys that posted on his YouTube video, he was like, "Hey man, YouTube was taking over." He was like, "Man, I found myself on YouTube more than I was spending time with my wife and kids." He said, "I had to back up." You know, and it's like sometimes, man, it's the only difficult thing about doing that, like the Twitch stuff and all that, is you have to keep up with the number of people looking at your stuff. And because somebody's always bringing out content, like you can easily get looked over if you don't bring it out too much or too often. And if you have a big enough fan base, you can survive it. But if you don't, man, you can just get pushed around and it's just like whatever. And it is what it is. That's what it is, man. So you just have to make sure that you get out there and see what happens. If that's something that you want to do, if that's something if you want to do it or not. So just like my nephew, Josiah, man, he said he wanted to
Come
to
on, the
wrestle.
Rockets.
He said he wanted to
Rockets.
wrestle. He out there wrestling.
Listen, y'all see me whenever I share them videos of wrestling matches, from Reality of Wrestling or Josiah's videos. That's why. 'Cause
I
that's
might
my
have to. I
nephew.
might have to. I might have to get him on the podcast. I might have to get him on the show.
You gonna have to go.
I'm gonna
I'm just saying. Listen,
get him on the show.
go on and follow Josiah John on Facebook, the Rocket. But he's using Josiah John to put his actual name out there, you know, uh, to get that and attached with the Rocket. But either way you pull it, you should be able to find him. He's an up and coming rising wrestler, professional wrestler. So he's doing some things. He's been traveling and stuff. Oh, and listen, July. I'm gonna just put this promotion out there for him too. July. Normally they wrestle in Texas City at Booker T's World Gym. Is where they do the wrestling. That's where the Reality of Wrestling School is, as well as where they have their fights. It's usually every second Saturday of the month in Texas City. But July 15th, they're gonna be in Humble at the Civic Center, bringing it to Humble. So listen, if you can, go on and copy you a ticket or two. Tickets are usually $20, and I think for kids, depending on what age, is 15. But it's a good family outing. We make that one of our family outings. That we go to and look
Yeah, it's
forward
pretty
to.
fun, y'all.
So yeah, bring your ticket back to your childhood. When we're around our days with the Big Show, the Rocket, and Andre the Giant, and Hulk Hogan, and Stone Cold, and all that. It took us back, but. Listen, follow the Rocket because he does lunch to take off. Or you can follow they on YouTube too. Reality of Wrestling is on YouTube too. You can catch up and see some of those matches and stuff. Matter of fact, they posted one of his matches a couple of days ago. One of his big matches. So y'all go check that out too. So y'all checking other stuff out. Check that out too. Right there, right there. I had to advertise my nephew for a moment, but go. So I'm sorry.
No, that's all good though. That's all good. That was this show is for too. But yeah, man, and you just gotta make sure your young man is doing what they love to do, man. My other nephew playing basketball. My other nephew is coaching. They doing what they love to do. And that's what you got to just to make sure that hey, man, if this is what the route you want to go, get your foot in somewhere, get it done, and watch it grow. Just watch it grow. And that's
Support go a long
they
way.
go a long way.
Support go a long
That's why I
way.
thank y'all for
And
supporting.
investing in yourself.
That's why I thank y'all for supporting on this podcast because this is only the beginning, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is only the beginning, and I'm looking for this show to go place. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? My nephew would actually despise that comment, but
No, he didn't. He didn't. He don't. Okay, Y'all just gotta look him up. Y'all gotta look him up and see why he wouldn't
Yeah, I
he'll
ain't gonna say
come back and
nothing.
say something else. Yeah, y'all just gotta look him up. That's all. Hilarious. Y'all gotta look him up now.
But I'm gonna ask him too and see if I can set it up. Well, dang, I'm supposed to do that first. Yeah. So yeah, I gotta get it set up. Give me a nice little camera. Give me a spot.
I don't know why he act like he can't get nobody on here before he get that camera.
I need a camera view because I can't have three people stuffed in one.
I ain't good. Whoever can sit right here in this chair.
No. I told you, you the co-host. You got to be in the show, Carla. You song. You got to be in the show.
No, I can come in to make a grand intro and then pull out.
Really?
Be gone like you ain't even know. We just be out of there.
No, I'm gonna get it to all three of us gonna be the way you have a good time. It's good to have two people asking questions.
Matter of fact, they I don't even need a mic as loud as my mouth there. I don't need no mic. They can sit right here. Sorry, my light got stuck on my earring. I got it off. I'm sorry. I be sitting here watching. He was like when he be talking, I be sitting here watching, and then I'm looking at different cameras. I'm like, dang, why am I making that face?
Really?
Like, why am I? Y'all don't pay no attention.
Looking at ourselves. Looking
Don't
at
pay no
ourselves. Looking
attention
at
to me.
ourselves. Oh,
No, don't pay. No attention.
okay, but
I
okay.
be listening, but I just might catch an angle, and it be looking like like this or something. So I be trying, I be trying to watch my posture and the faces, because I'll be one y'all thinking like I ain't listening or I'm saying something in my mind or something, but it's just my it's just my faces. I'm sorry. I be listening, then I be spotting stuff. But anywho, okay.
Man, but listen, y'all, it's been a wonderful month so far. Next weekend is Father's Day weekend. I know it's gonna be a tough one for some of us, and so, but I know you guys can come
Do
on the show.
you? Because I'm gonna ask this question
Oh,
because in relation to that, for those who have lost their fathers, physically here, but of course they stay in your heart. Do you do something to honor them, like when it's their birthday or when it's Father's Day? Do you do something? And then if you do, what do you do? Just to share, because I wonder uh sometimes what are some ways to honor somebody or whatever do. And of course I want to make sure that he would be okay with it or whatever is done, but what ideas have you all done, something unique maybe that you have done to honor somebody, whether and it doesn't even have to be your father, but just somebody that has passed, period, that was dear to your heart, that you love much. Like, do you do something, like do you have something set up, um like one of my friends, she has a little table that she has pictures of. I think it's of her grandmother. I know for sure. I can't remember if anybody else is on there, but she'll have her picture. She has a candle or two, and then like on her birthday or something, she might fix her favorite meal, and eat it. Like what do you do? Do you do anything um to honor? And if you haven't, do you think that's something you could do to help with the grief?
we go to the mall and chill and eat barbecue because that's what
Okay,
they
so
used
that
to
was
do.
one of his favorite
Hmm.
things that they
Yeah.
like to do this. See, like stuff like that. Like, what do you do, or do you make a conscious decision to do something to honor them, whether it's Father's Day, Mother's Day, or their birthday or whatever? Do you do something? So I'll just put that out there, just asking if you ever
So
drop some
we so
comments
that,
at night.
so what we can do, we can do that starting off for the next episode. So we can do that Friday. And uh we can start that Friday, and then we can go into deeper into Father's Day and everything like that. And you go ahead and just have that combo. Um Not to because we feel safe. We don't. Yeah, I understand any. Um, um, what? Okay, but yeah. So, but guys, I appreciate you guys. So we're gonna get into that next Friday. So don't answer the questions yet. We'll get into that. We're gonna get into that next Friday. Because like I said, I've been trying to keep my shows to an hour long. I don't want them 3, 4, 5 hours. Just so I can get good.
Let's get good.
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 Good because I what the reason why is because I try to get good playback time because I know how YouTube works. They count how many people was watching it live and they count how many people go back and watch it. And so I'm noticing people are usually watching maybe 30 minutes to 45, but they don't stay for the whole hour. So I'm just trying to keep it close to so that way, it won't be too long for the playback time.
See, look, I didn't even know all that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Look
It's
at
a
it,
lot. So,
look at it.
and they tell you to do a video for your playback videos, like a intro, like you need this life journey. She have nice intros to her videos and everything like that. So I know eventually I'm gonna have to do the TJ's 100% real talk. Hey, but yeah, I know I'm
supposed to keep going.
Oh,
we came at you live with another fresh episode. Hey, y'all know how it go. We apply the word of God to this thing we call life and leave you with courage through the power of His mercy. If you're married or single, I just ready to mingle. Thank you for joining us. We about to go.
Hey, we about to go.
I have to make me a exit song because I keep chasing that exit every time I do it. When I do it, yeah, we gonna work on that. Dude. We gonna work on
that. We gonna work on it. But guys, have a wonderful week. Stay blessed. Remember, God is in control.
Enjoy your weekend.
Remember, God is in control. Remember, you can do all things through Christ Jesus who
strengthens you. Put the word out there.
Always know. That I got it on there. And I'm finna say it because it was a good word for me today and it encouraged me today.
Come on.
And anxiety in the heart of man causes depression. But a good word makes it glad.
A good word.
So just remember that anxiety in the heart of men causes depression.
Old folks used to say makes your heart happy, glad.
But a good word makes it glad. That was Proverbs chapter 12, verse 25. I'll tell you that boy King Solomon was very wise, even though he struggled with the ladies, but he was a very wise brother.
See, and I was worried people so much don't want to read the Bible. Try to tell y'all. It be stuff in there.
There's some stuff in there, man.
You be thinking that all this stuff is new that y'all be doing nowadays. These folks be doing the things and with these dating and stuff and all this.
Brandon, how you doing, brother? TJ, okay.
Your word. I promise you. Because you're gonna be like, oh, what? Oh my God. If you read it in a version, in the amplified or New King James, so version now instead of all the thou this thy, and you might get a little lost in the King James, but I'm just saying, it's some stories in there.
Yeah, it's stories.
That's why they say ain't nothing new under the sun. Okay,
but it'll help you get through your day. The word of God is there to help you get through your day. It's not there to be negative. It's not there. If it's negative, then that means you're being convicted. As simple as that. But and then too, that's because we're supposed to repent. But now I'm getting into a whole nother thing, so I'm not gonna do that. I can say that for another episode. But I'm serious, man, because it's a lot of stuff out here that's just it's just people want the walk of Christ without discipline and conviction. And that's just it just doesn't exist. But anyways, so you guys, I'm serious. They just threw. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop. But listen, we'll get into that on the following Friday after the Father's Day. Okay. So stay blessed. Stay blessed underneath God, and remember His grace is sufficient enough. He is made strong in your weakness. God will do it for you.
Boom.
So stay blessed. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace.
Well, that's all, folks. Peace. Peace be with you.
Oh, if you haven't clicked like, please click like. I'm sorry, before y'all leave, If you haven't clicked like,
click like on the video.
That will help me
click
out
like
a lot.
on the video.
If you haven't, because 80 y'all in here, so make sure you click like before you leave. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share. If you can do that for a brother, that'll be enough to support a brother. I really appreciate it. But guys, stay blessed. Peace.
Okay, we out for real.
We out for real now.
Deuces.